This is the world's end, the end of the world. I'm actually in a small town called Trosa, and the nickname for Trosa is the end of the world, or the world's end. And I think this is the place called the world's end because it's the end of the peninsula. You couldn't come any further out. And further out is the south of the Stockholm archipelago. And I'm here to visit my very best friend, Kristin Boman. And she's running a hotel in Trosa called Boman, a really nice boutique hotel. And I will meet her up, get some new inspiration, and we will cook some food, typical classic Boman food, and see the rooms and so on. I show you, come along. So we are in Bomans.
Yes, welcome to Bomans and my little hotel, and Trosa, of course. Well, we've had the hotel for quite some time in my family. It's 31 years, and first it was me, my mother, and my stepfather for about 10 years, and then my husband. I met my husband, and he came in also, and we bought the place from my parents. Quite some time ago. We started buying it in 1998, and then we run it together until my husband died in 2008. And after that, it's just me. And I think this is the best thing I could ever do. I have so much fun all the time, and I work with great people, and we have really, really great customers. They're very well behaved, which is nice. And I think for me, being a creative person, I get to do the things that I really like, which is decorate the hotel. I'm very interested in food and wine, so I don't cook here. I don't think the customers would be very happy if I was the chef, but I do cook a lot at home.
Yeah, we should cook today, I think.
Today I will cook, yes, together with you. Yeah. But normally I don't cook that much, but I love great wines and good champagnes. And I like the good life, basically. And I like to work a lot, and I like to play a lot. And I'm very fortunate to be able to run this little boutique hotel. It's like my third child. I have two children, two real children. And then I have this, my third child. And usually when people ask me, I say that this child gives me more trouble than my two real children. So my daughter works here. They're on the paintings behind me are my children. And my son, he is not going to be in this business. He wants to be a filmmaker.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look at some hotel rooms. This is our ballroom, it's called. And we have a lot of weddings. And actually next year, it's a big year for weddings. So almost every weekend we have a wedding up here. And then sometimes we do Happy Fridays and we'll bring up a bar and people will come here, the local people, and they will party and dance and have a great time. So, and as you can see, and as you will see as we go along the hotel, I'm very, very fond of animal print. You can see that on all the furniture and everything. And I always go to Paris or New York to buy all my fabrics. It's a great reason to get to travel, but also I think I'm able to buy fabric that I won't find at any other hotels.
That's you.
Yeah, I do all the decoration myself. And I'm very lucky because my brother, he has very good taste in women. So his first wife, Karin, my former sister-in-law, she's an artist. So all the paintings you see, and here there are a lot of paintings from Venice. And she does all the paintings here at the hotel. And I have some paintings in the ceilings and so on in different rooms. And so she does that for me. And then my current sister-in-law, who's my brother is married to right now, she's a photographer and a journalist. So she does all the photography here, and also I did 2 books and she wrote both books together with me, or actually she wrote most of it. It's very much family, yes. Okay, so come along, let's have a look at my new rooms. I am very, very fond of Bono, and I think he's one of my greatest heroes. So I did this room. It's called Knight Commander because Bono is actually a knight. His title is Knight Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. It sounds like he's a Jedi Knight or something from Star Wars. But I think it's really cool, and I really, really like him, and I admire him a lot. And so this is one of my favorite U2 songs. It's called I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. I have climbed highest mountains. Oh, and so forth. So you can sing the song if you're in bed. If I travel together with somebody, I think it's really nice to take a bath. And I always want to be together with the person I'm traveling with. I think it's really boring to be in a bathroom and you go, hello, give me some wine, give me a book, keep me company. So, but if you put the bathtub in the room, you can always be together. And I like to collect things. So in the wall here, you can see the Barbie dolls, and I bought that one in Soho, in New York, on the street when I was there a while ago. And I think they're really, really cool. I just love to find odd things.
So have you slept in all the rooms by yourself?
No, I haven't slept in enough rooms.
No?
I really should sleep here often because then I always find things that I need to correct. Okay, so this is the Hermes room. And I have a feeling this is going to be one of our most popular rooms. I have all these scarves. They were given to me by a friend's wife, or she's a friend of mine, of course, too. She had all these Hermes scarves and he thought that they were really boring, so she gave some of them to me. And so I framed them. And I think it's nice when you're in bed, you can just look at the different scarves. This is, of course, an Hermes Birkin bag. So welcome to La Dolce Vita. This is one of my favorite rooms. All the hotel rooms at Bomans are different. So, and I have a few that are really my favorites. And this is actually one of them. And it's difficult because you have to decorate in different styles because people have a lot of different tastes. But I think this is like the best part of my job, to be able to create things like this. It's really, really a lot of fun. Of course, Anita Ekberg taking a bath in Fontana di Trevi. I think she was a really, really beautiful woman. Now we're going to visit my other big idol. He has his own house. But you really, really have to like Keith Richards if you're going to stay in here.
Yeah, he's watching you.
He's watching you, yes. And my son helped me. So here we have, well, first of all, you can borrow shoes, of course. Every single album that the Stones ever made. And so we have an old record player in here. So you can actually play the Stones music here on the record player.
Yeah.
And they do that a lot. A lot of people, you know, if they've stayed here once, a lot of people will come back and want to stay here again. It's a very popular room. It's actually our biggest room. It's 70 square meters, so it's very big. So now I will take you to see Eros. And Eros has nothing to do with Eros Ramazzotti, which some people think. No, Eros is an homage to beautiful men and to Dolce & Gabbana, of course. So please come in. It's a quite small room, but I think it's very cozy. So if they see something like this, I'm quite sure that they will think, what's behind this? Is there a window or what's there? So then they open up and then they get to see this.
Let me see.
And then you have to open here. So all the way there are paintings.
So is it a surprise for the guest? Or
Yes. No.
No?
It's a nice surprise. This is why it's called Eros, because there's this very handsome naked man here on the wall, and he's called Eros. So like I told you before, I love things. And this is something new. This is actually a shoe. It's a Louboutin shoe. It's not Louboutin who did it, but it looks like a Louboutin shoe. So I bought this a while ago, and I think it's fantastic. It's a great chair. And I can see that the guests, they come here, it's like an Insta moment place. So this is perfect. So it greets you when you enter the dining room. And when you leave the dining room, Iggy Pop says goodbye in his own way. I don't mean to do that to my guests. It's just a cool picture. Yes.
So now
let's cook.
Let's cook, and it would be nice to do a really traditional Boman dish.
Yes, let's do it. We've served this for 31 years, and we try to take it off the menu every now and then people get really pissed. So we have to put it back on the menu. So it's the crispy potato cake, served with Swedish bleak roll from Kalix from up north, and then with sour cream and finely chopped red onions. Bomans kök. This is the kitchen. Let's go in there. So this is the bleak roll. This is like the Swedish gold, we can call it, from up north. Then we need some crème fraîche and some red onions and some almond potatoes. And then we top it off with some fresh dill. So do you want me to show you how it's done?
Yeah, what's the thing when you're doing this? Something important to think about, or?
Well, you have to have a really, really hot pan.
Yeah.
And you should have some oil in the pan.
Okay.
And then you do like this with the potatoes.
Yeah.
Use this little gadget. And then you just press it out in the pan on hot oil.
Yeah.
And then some salt and pepper. And then when it all sticks together and it comes off the pan, you turn it over and then you put butter on it. This is what my chefs told me to do. It's doing very well, thank you. Now it's perfect to turn, so you have to come and watch this. Okay, so like this. Ooh. See how nice it is? The color is lovely, isn't it? Now we need some butter on this, because when we put butter on it and we put it back on the hot pan, that is going to make the råraka really crisp and nice. So I have my butter here. So I take quite a nice chunk of butter, maybe a little bit more. Then we have to put it right back on the stove. So now this will melt down through the råraka and come down on the bottom of the pan. And this is going to make it really, really nice and crisp. It smells like that nutty smell, you know, from butter. Now it's time. Voila. It's time to chop the red onion. So I will do that now. Just going to take the peel off. So it's supposed to be very, very finely chopped. It's much tastier. I'm not really, really super good at this, actually. I'll do my very best. Okay, so the bleak roll, the real stuff is from Kalix, which is up north in Sweden. See what it looks like, how beautiful it is, the orange color. And sometimes if you buy bleak roll, it's like really runny. So then you have to, what we call it in kitchen language, you have to hang it. So we have this, and of course we have our crème fraîche, a lovely vanilla color, really creamy. I don't know if I can manage this, we'll try. So like this would be good. Maybe like this. And then we need some of the onions. Put it right there. So now we're going to finish it off with some dill. And I like a lot of dill. So, thank you. So it's like a little tree here, like a birch tree or something. Like this. So now all we need now is the lemon. Because you want to squeeze the lemon on top of the bleak roll. So just like this. Voila. You want me to cut you a piece?
Yeah, please.
I do it like this. I do first the crème fraîche, then I'll do the little, it's like a slice of pizza almost. Then I'll do some of this, and I also like dill. And then you can give it a little squeeze, the lemon. Good, so now I cook for a chef.
I know it's all good, 'cause I'm the best of myself.
Thank you, Kristin.
You are most welcome.
Yeah, I said this morning I go to Bomans and get inspiration for this good atmosphere and the good food. Something I also will take with me is you're not afraid to do things.
No, you can't be.
No?
No, and I think it comes with experience of life, and
Yeah.
how bad could it possibly get?
Yeah.
I mean, I run a hotel and restaurant business. This is supposed to be something fun and great and fantastic.
Yeah.
And people that come here, for the most part, are very happy, and they come here and they say, "Oh, we love this place, and it's not like any other place in Sweden," because you go take it further. You know, all the ideas, and I think that's very good. And like a friend of mine told me a long time ago, nobody remembers a coward. So you have to like just go all the way. And I think that's what makes it so fun also.
Yeah. I understand that. Cheers for that.
Cheers.
Cheers.